Hey everybody, DiamondsByTeeda here. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with me, because as you can see, I am starting another project here. This is a Diamond Art Club Christmas tuxedo that I'm doing for my sister. And let me just show you the picture. There's a Christmas. This is the picture of Christmas tuxedo. It's a small 13 by 13. It's round drills. It has 33 colors and one AB and one, I forget what they call it. It is, hang on a second, did I write that down? Oh, electro diamond, that's what it's called. I was gonna call it metallic, but they call it electro diamond. So welcome in. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I am going to be starting in the lower right-hand corner here, and I'm going to move this way and then back up. It's pretty small, and then I'll probably flip it upside down and work the other way. So what I let me back up. This is like about take 4, not of this piece. I was going to do a kit up in chat, and I was going to answer all your guys' questions, because I put out a couple posts and on a video that if you guys had questions, to either drop them in the comments or drop them in my my community tab, or send me an email, you know, stuff like that. And I got a bunch of questions, and I got a bunch that were emailed to me and a bunch that were put in the comment sections of the video and on my Facebook group and all that. So I thought I would start and answer questions. I just had a really difficult time, I don't know why, answering the questions and trying to kit up. I don't know why, but I really did. I had a heck of a time, and it just did not come out very good at all. So I thought I would do a WIP in chat instead, okay? So that is what we're gonna do. And Gracie keeps wandering around. I don't think she feels good. I think her tummy is messed up. She kind of threw up a little bit today, and she ate some grass, so I think her stomach is kind of messed up. So I got to keep an eye on her, make certain she's okay, and I don't have to take her to the vet. I mean, I don't think it's anything emergent that she needs to go to the ER or anything. I just think her tummy is kind of upset, so I got to keep an eye out on that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. So I thought what I could do, well, I guess I should probably back up just a little bit. So I am doing this canvas for my sister. Let me put this picture back in here, right? I'm doing that for her. But I'm also doing it for July, because you'll be seeing this on July 1st. I am doing it for my theme in my Facebook group, which is DiamondsByTeeda. In case you haven't been there, go ahead and run over there and stop by. And our theme this month is Radiant Red. So it's any project that has some red in it. So obviously this doesn't have a whole lot of red, but you know, we still have red. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I also still have my projects from June that aren't finished. For my fabulous flowers, and so I will be probably continuing on them as well. And I try to tell, you know, everybody in the group or everybody that is working on their projects, you know, don't stress if you don't get them done. Just continue them on, you know, the next month, and just post your progress, enjoy the process, and you know, go from there. So that's what I am doing. This is for Radiant in Red, or Radiant Red, in my Facebook group. And just so that you know, my Facebook group is private, and it has a private setting because I don't want any spam or any trolls or, you know, anything like that. Only the people that are in the group can see what's posted, and only people in the group can see who's in the group. And I've gotten a lot of feedback from people that are in the group, and they are very appreciative that it is private. So that is what I am doing. So one question that came up, I'm going to start this out, is, you know, what is your favorite pen that you use? And how do you straighten your drills? So I've got a lot of pens. This one that I'm using here, I like it. It's one of my favorites. My son gave it to me for, I think it was Christmas that he gave it to me. So it means a lot to me that he gave it to me. So I am using this one. I do use a 4-placer. That's my favorite. It seems to be my sweet spot. This is the straightener I use to straighten my drills. And basically, you know, I just kind of go like that. Obviously, I don't have a lot of drills to straighten, but, you know, you get the idea of how I do it. And I kind of just straighten as I go. I don't like a super thick pen. At least I haven't used a thick pen. This one's a little thicker than what I normally use. This is another one that is similar to it that I like as well. You can tell I like purple, huh? So those are I've got many different kinds of pens that I use, but this is one of my favorites, I should say, and I will go ahead and keep using it. I do use, right now, I am using purple wax. I don't know why I like purple wax better than the red or the other colors. I don't know if they're not the same or they are the same or what, but I tend to like it better. I also use nano tape, and I use glue dots as well. I also use, I think I've showed this to you too. This is from Dreamer Design, and this is their AB pen. And I don't know if it'll let me, can I get that to focus at all? It's not going to want to focus. What's it wanting to focus on down there? Oh, there. Now you can see it. It's got a little bit bigger hole in the tip, but it works really good for AB drills. So I use that just in case you want to know. And as you can see, I don't really use any fancy trays. I think this came from, I don't know if it came from Amazon. I think it came from Amazon, maybe Temu. They're pretty inexpensive. So that's what I use. And let's see, that was the first one. Let's see, what do I want to do? Do you prefer round or square drills? What is your all-time favorite project you've ever worked on and completed? And how do I store my diamond paintings? Actually, she wanted a stash video. Or she or he, they wanted a stash video. So what do I do? Do I prefer round or square? I really love square because of the detail it gives. It gives much better detail than the round. So if you have a choice of drills and there's a lot of detail in your project, I probably would recommend going to square. It's also really satisfying to hear them, you know, snap in. They go slower because you do have to be a little bit more precise in your placement. And also they're a little bit smaller too, so things tend to kind of feel like it's going slower. Round, on the other hand, round I like because they go so much faster and you don't have to be quite as precise. Although I personally, for me, I do like them to be straight or as straight as possible if I can, but I also don't want to stress out over if they're a little crooked because it doesn't matter. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. So I like round and I like square. I like them both. What is my all-time favorite project I've ever worked on? I think my favorite painting I've ever worked on is a Diamond Art Club, and it's called Gypsy Violet. It's a horse. And I'll put a picture of it up here. I don't know, somewhere up there. I did this one for an event. It was a domestic violence awareness event, and I did it for that. It is no longer available. It is discontinued by Diamond Art Club, but I found it on a destash site because this particular event, I needed the project to be mostly purple. So it was a lot of fun because there was color blocking in it, but it was a lot of confetti. I love the purple. I love the horse. Oops. Didn't get that on there very well. It was just a whole lot of fun. But coming in a very close second, I really loved War Pony. That was another horse that I did for my sister. And I think the only reason why Gypsy Violet may have won out a little bit is only because she's purple. So I love that. I also loved my Sunny Road to the Sea. That was beautiful. But probably Gypsy Violet was my all-time favorite that I liked. Let's see. What is the next one? What is your favorite shop you like to buy your canvases? That's a tough one. I love Diamond Art Club. I love Dreamer Designs. And I'm finding I really like Oraloa. Although I bought a couple kits, but I haven't started one yet. So it's hard to say. I mean, I haven't actually worked on one. My daughter is getting one, I'm sorry, she's working on one now that's almost completed, and she likes it. Her only complaint on it, she told me, is that the drills are kind of stuck together, so she has to, you know, use a little pill grinder and break them apart. But that seems to be the only issue that she is having. Okay. Let's see. I've got so many questions. I'm probably not going to be able to get to all of them, but I'm going to be able to get to a, excuse me, a good amount of them anyway. Some I'm not answering just because it's a little bit more personal in nature, and I don't talk a lot about you know, personal too much on my channel, or at least not too personal of it. I mean, you guys know some stuff that the family's doing and what's going on, but I keep a lot of that private. Okay, next question. What is the biggest project you've ever worked on or have done? The biggest size projects I've done are 60 by 80 that I have completed, or I guess I'm still working on them. I've got Twilight Flight I'm still working on. Oh, wait, I did complete another 80 by 60. I'm sorry, I can't remember it. I'll write it up here. I'm sorry, my mind's going blank and I can't remember it. However, the biggest kit I have, if you want to know the largest sized kit that I have not done, that is a Dreamer design, and it's called Sunday Morning in Spring. It is 180 by 60 centimeters. So it is, it's pretty big. And I'll see if I can get a picture up here somewhere too of that, if you guys want to see it, or you can look it up on the Dreamer Design website. Oh, I forgot to answer, how do I store all my diamond paintings? I forgot to answer that, because that was a question, and I think it was on another question too. Hang on a second. Where am I at? I'm missing a page, I think. I think I forgot a page. Okay, I think I've got enough questions on here. I got quite a few. Do you store your canvases and drills separately? Do you save your drills by DMC, or do you pour them into a container or toss them? After you complete a canvas, what do you do with it? Okay, after I complete a canvas, there's a couple things that I do with it. First of all, everything that I do, I really love. I don't want to do a painting that I don't really love. In fact, I have stopped doing a couple paintings because they were so not fun to do for whatever reason. Whether the drills were really lousy or I couldn't read the drill field or, you know, whatever that might be. But what I do with them, I frame them and I hang them in my craft room or in my home, or for a lot of them. I also, if I don't want to hang them, they'll be put into a portfolio, like an ArtDot portfolio. And I do that. Or I give them away. I give them to family and friends too. That's what I do with them. Do I store my canvases and drills separately? So when I first started my budget friendlies, I did store them separately. I put the canvases in an ArtDot portfolio and I numbered them. And then I put the corresponding number on the drills. And the drills are in one of the cloth, kind of the cloth bucket things. It's not really a tote with a lid. But I have them in there. And I ended up not continuing with that. I just didn't like them to be separate. I don't know why. Because I could find the drills. There was no issue with it. But I just didn't like them being separate. So I started keeping them all together. Now my premium paintings, all my Diamond Art Club, my Dreamer Designs, the Oraloa, the Diamond Dots, you know, any premium canvas stays in the box. I don't remove them. The budget friendly, they stay, you know, rolled up in the little package with their drills. I do remove the kit because I don't use the green kit, you know, the green boat. That's probably my very least favorite of all. And probably the best advice I can give you as a new diamond painter to not use them is to get a bigger tray, but I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Again, this is all my opinion. This is my thoughts. I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it. I'm just telling you how I do it, okay? So don't shoot the messenger on some of the stuff that I might be talking about, because this is just all my opinions and thoughts, and we all know what opinions are. You have to find a process and a way that you store things that works for you. I am not that organized. I probably should have some system of being able to log them in, but I haven't done that yet. Okay, what else was I supposed to answer on this? Oh, someone wanted to know how do you seal your diamond paintings and how do you display your diamond paintings? So I seal my diamond paintings. Now, let me preface this. I do not seal my premium paintings. If you seal your premium paintings, it will avoid the warranty, and most of my premium paintings are framed under glass, so I really don't need to. I know some people do, but I don't think you really need to based on the quality of it, but that's just me. budget-friendly, off-canvas things. I like to use the Minwax polyacrylic, and this is in the clear gloss. They have a matte gloss, they have a satin gloss, but I prefer the clear. And I do have a video that I did well into the beginning. So it's really pretty easy to do, to apply it. It's actually very easy to do. I probably should do an updated video on it. And the off-canvas ones I also seal that way as well. And then how do I display them? Okay, pretty much my premium paintings are framed. They're all framed or will be framed soon. I'm really lucky where I live. We have a local privately owned framing shop, and he is amazing. His prices are so much better than Hobby Lobby or Michael's, even when they throw their big sales. Yeah, he's really fairly inexpensive for custom framing. Let me just get this a little bit straighter. Kind of got over the line a little bit. Let me move this over just a smidgy poo. I should have done, so this will probably be a good example. You really need to do your edges first, and I didn't do my edges first. I was going the other way. So this is a good point for you guys to remember. Do your edges first. Oops. That's as far as that one goes. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have? I'll take this one off. These are the perforated cover sheets, which I really like. I really, really, really like them a lot. So I will just start moving up on that. Okay. Can't even talk. So some of the acrylic off-canvas pieces that I have, those are displayed throughout my house as well, primarily in my craft room. But I try to display everything because I like them. They're pretty to look at and they're fun. And I put a lot of hard work into it, right? Okay, so that's that. That's that one. How did you get into diamond painting, and do you have other hobbies? Good question. So I got into diamond painting April of 23. My mom passed away in February of 23. She was a little over 100 years old. She turned 100 in October and then passed away that following February, which still bothers me because she fell and broke her hip on my watch. And I know it wasn't my fault. The doctor said she could have had a fracture before and not necessarily the fall causing the break itself, but still, I still struggle, I think, with guilt on that. And I know I shouldn't, but it's still, I mean, we made it through so many things, and to have a broken hip take her out. You know what, I had always has prayed that she would pass in her sleep, but that didn't happen. Okay, so Mom passed in February, and I started in April. And, it was really, I'll tell you, it was a fluke thing. It was a total fluke thing. I was in Walmart one day, and Walmart has diamond dots, right? And I saw this rose painting, and I thought, oh, that is so pretty. And my neighbor down the street, Rick, he diamond paints. And I thought, well, you know, Rick likes doing that. That looks like a lot of fun. I'll get one of these kits. It's $9.98. I can afford that. We'll go ahead and I'm going to get one. So I picked it up and I came home and I knew nothing, guys. I knew absolutely nothing except following the directions. I remember that, you know, I took the wax out and I kept, you know, stabbing the wax and didn't realize there was that plastic cover on it. So I knew nothing. I knew nothing about trays. I knew nothing about pens. I mean, I used, and I didn't know anything about how to kit anything up. You know what? I kitted up those drills in Ziploc baggies, like sandwich bags, is what I kitted up in. And so I really primarily started because I didn't know what to do with myself. I was in this new normal without my mom, and I was really struggling with, you know, the anxiety and the depression and all of that. And the diamond painting really helped. Yeah, it really, really, really helped. So that's how I started. Do I have any other hobbies? Well, diamond painting and my YouTube channel takes up most of my time. However, I do try to cross stitch when I can because I really love the cross stitching too. To me, it's just as relaxing as the diamond painting is. So I do like that. I think I made these a little crooked. I'm gonna have to go through and get these all nice and straight, but that's not too bad, I don't think. Okay, so you can kind of see how I go. I just straighten as I go. So that's how I got started. Oh, this is a great question, guys. How many diamond paintings do you currently have? I have a lot, is all that I'll say on that. And I will probably say that it is, what is the acronym that they use? SABLE. Okay, so SABLE is the acronym. It's Stash Acquired Beyond Life Expectancy. I have more than enough canvases and kits to work on. I've got way more than I could do in my lifetime. But that's okay. I am planning in my retirement years that's all I'll be doing because I can't devote as much time diamond painting as I would like because I'm still working. And that's what kind of makes it hard when I can't diamond paint as much as I want. So there. And to be honest, I tell you, I have not counted how many diamond paintings I have. But to suffice, it's a lot. Oh, this is great. I would like to know more about Gracie and maybe some cute photos. Oh, my little Gracie dog. She's laying under the table right now. Hi, Gracie. They're talking about you. I'm going to talk about you, okay? It's a good dog. She's a good dog. She's laying, I have a bed underneath my dining room table where I paint. And she's laying in her bed, dozing a little bit. So let's see if I can go back. This was a few months into the pandemic. And of course, you know, all the workers came home, right? We weren't working, you know, in the office. So I came home. And, you know, we were, you know, locked in, which was hard. You know, well, you know, the lockdown was really hard for all of us. And I wanted another dog. My lab that I had, Duke, oh, he was such a sweet boy. He was a cool dog. He looked like a little yellow lab, but he had one blue eye and one brown eye. And I think he may have had some sort of herding dog, whether it was a border collie or an Australian Shepherd or something. It was some sort of herding dog because of the eye color, but it looked like a little lab. But he hated water, so he was not a lab in that sense of the word. But anyway, he passed. I'm supposed to be talking about Gracie and not Duke, but he had passed away, and for a long time, I just couldn't get another dog. It was so painful. I just couldn't get another dog. But during the pandemic, Mom and I talked about it, that, she would like to have a little dog. And, I think we needed the company in the house. And so I started looking. But, during the pandemic, everybody was adopting animals, right? And the Humane Society and the shelters, any of the shelters, you couldn't get in like for months. You'd have to make an appointment, and you never knew if they would have dogs or not. And I mean, it was really difficult to try to find a pet. So I went on to Facebook to the rehoming pages, because there's a lot of rehoming pages on Facebook. And actually I saw quite a few nice little dogs, because I wanted a little dog. I didn't want another big one, because I wanted a little dog to be able to sit on Mom's lap, and that she would be more comfortable with than a large dog. So I saw a posting. I don't know. Oh, yes, I do. They called her Love. That was the dog's name, was Love. And I had to change it, but well, now she's Gracie. But she was so cute on Facebook. And let me tell you, there was so much response on that Facebook page. She was being rehomed because the mom was moving in with the boyfriend, and the apartment wouldn't take the dog, and she had to rehome she had to rehome Gracie and a cat. And this was her son's dog. It was a little boy, and I don't know how old he was. I only saw him the one time, but I'm thinking probably like maybe 7 or 8. He was a little guy. And then the sister was like maybe 2. She was very little. And I knew she had so many people interested in Gracie. I had to tell my story so she would knew where I was coming from. And I told her that, it was just Mom and I. And, Mom at that time was 97 or 98 years old at that time. It was just us in the house at that time. And, I have, my own home, and has a big backyard, and it's fenced. She can come and do a home visit if she wanted to, which was great. And lo and behold, she selected me. I was so excited. She selected me. I was really happy, because there probably was, I don't know, 15, 20 people that had said they were interested in her. So unfortunately, she wrote back to me. It was like a day later, and said, I can't give her up right now. We're going to try to see if we can keep her for my son, because my son's really upset at the thought of losing her. And, of course, what could I say going, oh, of course you need to keep her for your son. You need to keep her for your son. And, so I was really kind of heartbroken at that, and went back to square one, and thought, well, maybe it's not meant to be, and I'm not going to get a dog. Well, about 2 or 3 weeks later, she messaged me again and said, are you still interested in her? Because I am not going to be able to keep her, unfortunately. And I said, I sure am. And what's so funny, I said, can you remind me how big she is? Because you really couldn't tell in the picture how big she was. And she said, oh yes, she's 40 pounds. I said, okay, well, if you've seen the pictures of Gracie, right now she weighs about 14, 15 pounds. When I got her, she was super underweight and only weighed 11. So she's little. She's a little dog. But I thought, it's okay. If it's 40 pounds, that's okay. I will deal with it, and we'll just see how it goes, because I just fell in love with her in the picture. So we went and met her at a park and picked up her, and it was just so devastating to see the children so upset by having to give her up. That piece really broke my heart, that those kids will probably remember that forever. Me driving off with the dog in the car. It was really sad. But she is an awesome dog. You know, she doesn't do anything bad. Like, she doesn't chew anything up. She doesn't destroy anything. I mean, she's really a well-behaved dog, except she normally doesn't like going out in the backyard. Hard for you to believe that, because every time I start the camera, she wants to go outside, right? Normally, she just doesn't like to go outside. But that's her really only vice. She's good with her food. She eats good. I haven't had too many vet bills with her, really. She's just a good dog. What can I say? So that's my story, my very long-winded story of how I came to get Gracie. And I sometimes have thought that I want another dog, but it's like, I have got such a good dog now. I don't want to take a chance if I get something that might be destructive, or, you know, that needs a whole lot more training. So I haven't gotten another dog. So, and I will try to dig up some more pictures of her. I may not stick them in this video, but I will find more pictures to post. So that is how I got Gracie. Oh, this is a tricky one. If you could only give one piece of advice to a diamond painter, what would it be? What is the most important thing every diamond painter should be aware of or know? Wow, that's a lot. I think one of the things is size matters. If you have a lot of detail in your painting, 30 by 40 or a 20 by 20, you know, is not gonna work. You have to go big if you want detail. The smaller paintings, if it's like a single, what am I trying to say? You know, a single thing that's in your painting, that's gonna be fine. But I mean, like this it has one cat in it. So this one cat can be a whole lot smaller. But if I had like 6 cats in it, you're not gonna see the detail of it. I hope that makes sense. The other thing to know, because new diamond painters don't know this, and I want to preface all of this. I want to preface this because I need to be really careful on this topic, because it is a very, very hot topic in the diamond painting world, and there is a lot of emotions on both sides of it. So I'm really only going to talk about me and what I do. So I'm only talking about myself. And I didn't know about this until much later in my diamond painting, career, I will call it. But you need to know that the premium companies, like this Diamond Art Club, they use licensed art, which means they pay their artists for the use of the image. So the artist is getting compensated. And hence, that's one of the reasons why their artwork is more expensive, plus the quality of it itself, the quality of the drills, the quality of the canvas, everything about it is just, it's a premium item. But I want to tell you that a lot, I'm going to say many, I can't say all, but I will say many or most budget-friendly companies will take an image from a premium diamond painting company. Sometimes they take it from puzzle companies, and they take that image and then they turn around and make it into a diamond painting of much lesser quality. Usually it's a smaller canvas, and of course the drill quality is not as good. And because it's coming from a foreign country, they do not have the same laws as far as, you know, the registered or the licensed art goes. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people like me, I ordered from Amazon quite a bit before I even found Temu. But there are a lot of people that will not buy anything but licensed art. And then conversely, there's a lot of people that it is not in their budget to buy a premium company, so they will buy the paintings that have been, I guess I'm just going to call it what it is. It's stolen art. That's what I call it. There are some people also that won't support a budget-friendly company because they do have stolen art, even though many of their paintings are not. Okay, so where am I going with all this, Teeda? You are just blabbing. It's 40 minutes and you're blabbing and blabbing and blabbing about this. So what I want to tell you is that I think it's really good for you to go to some of the premium sites, even if, you know, it may not be in your budget. I think it's a good idea to see what paintings are out there. I think it is awesome to join the Diamond Art Club or Dreamer Design Facebook group so you can see what type of art there is, so you can recognize it when you see it. You can also do a reverse Google search, which is basically you either take a photo, like say you're on Temu. I'll show you. I'm going to get my, hang on a second. Let me get my iPad and I will show you. Let me just reach over here. So I'm going to show you a couple things. And I know I'm at 43 minutes, so I can't go much longer. This will be my last piece that I talk about, okay, because I am going to be way too long. Okay, so I want to show you this. I love this painting. Oh, I gotta show it this way, sorry. I love this painting. This is Moon Goddess. And it's by Eau Claire Studios. It's licensed art through Diamond Art Club. I've wanted it for a long time and I keep missing out when it comes back in stock. I absolutely love this painting. It is gorgeous. It's a big painting too because of the amount of detail. I mean, this painting is a 55.8 by 83.7, big painting. So I recognize this painting. Oops, show you. I recognize it because I'm on Diamond Art Club a lot, and because this is on my wish list. I love this painting. All right, so I go into Temu. Now this is also on many other people's websites too. Here is a Temu page. And lo and behold, there is the same painting. They took the manufacturer, I don't think it's necessarily Temu, but whoever made that painting took it. Because it is not licensed art. At least not that I'm aware of. Let's put it that way. So what you can do, because a lot of brand new diamond painters, they don't know, they haven't been in the game long enough to know what is out there. So you can take a picture. So I took a screenshot of that picture, and then I'm going to show you. Let me go to Google. Okay, so you're going to go to, your friendly Google. And you see this picture, this little camera here? Okay, I'm going to click on that. And you can either drag or you can upload a file to it. So I'm going to upload a file, but I've got a lot of family stuff in here. So let me just get to it first so you don't see all the family stuff. And here is the picture. Okay, so there's a picture, and then, I can't get to it. Need to hit the done. There's the done. Okay. And then it says up here, find image source. So then you can find the image source, and lo and behold, we got Diamond Art Club here, right there. It's Diamond Art Club. So we know that is licensed art. But it also has, AliExpress has it. Now, DP Sparklers is not selling the painting. They're selling drill enhancements. So that is totally cool and totally fine. We got more AliExpress. So you know that because this is Diamond Art Club, this was the licensed art. So you know that, again, not you, I'm going to say I know because I can only speak for me. I know that someone took that image and did not pay the licensing fee to the artist. A lot of people don't know that, especially brand new beginners. But like I said, this is a super hot topic. There is strong emotion on both sides. I understand both sides. And if you want to know what my stance is, where I stand is I won't knowingly purchase stolen art. I won't do it. I try very, very, very hard not to do it. If I do, it's a mistake and I won't show it on my channel. Because I feel very strongly that the artist needs to be paid for their artwork. However, I ride the fence a little bit because many people won't support a budget-friendly company because they do sell stolen art. And again, I'm sorry, the word is a little bit strong. However, for me, these companies also sell many paintings and many projects that are not stolen art that fit into my budget really well. A lot of it is AI generated, and I don't mind, me personally, I don't mind AI art. So I know I've been blabbering almost 50 minutes, but that's where I stand on that. And I think it's super important that brand new people know so that you can make your own decision on what you want to do. But you can't make a decision. You don't know what you don't know. So that's why I'm here telling you it's probably, like I said, a really hot topic, and I'll probably get a lot of comments. So please don't shoot the messenger on this. I'm just telling you what I do. Okay, this is me. Whew. So that is the one thing, the most important thing every diamond painter should be aware of, because it is a really, really hot topic. Plus, size matters. The bigger the painting, the more detail you're going to have. So go up in size. Square diamonds give more detail than round diamonds. And the best piece of advice I think I can give you is you need to have fun and be happy. Don't stress out. I gotta back my camera up. Hold on just a little bit. Don't stress out if you don't get it done quick enough. A lot of people keep saying, oh, I'm such a slow diamond painter. It like takes me forever to get one done, or, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter how much time it takes. It might take a month. It might take 6 months. Maybe it takes a year. Who cares? Just have fun and enjoy it. You really, really, really need to have fun and enjoy the process. Like the old Nissan commercials. Life, enjoy the ride. Well, I say diamond painting, enjoy the process. Doesn't matter how long it takes. And don't be stressed out if it's not perfect. I mean, I know you see me straightening my drills and stuff, but I just kind of straighten as I go. But they're not perfectly straight. If I turn my light pad on, you would see that they are not perfectly straight. But they're close enough for me. But just remember, just like I tell you all the time, you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. Your artwork does not have to be perfect to be amazing, and it's okay. Even if you mess up on something, like I'm gonna go in really close here because I want to show you something. All right, so I'm going in really close on these K's and V's through here, okay? What if I put a couple K's on where the V's are? Or I put some V's where the K's are. Maybe I put a couple drills that are the wrong color. It's not gonna matter. Honestly, it will not matter. It'll be totally fine. It'll still be beautiful. So that's the other piece of advice. Don't stress out that something has to be perfect. Don't stress out that it's taking you too long to do. Just don't stress out over it. Because I know I stress out over time. Because like in June, I didn't finish any projects. Not a one. That is, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what a failure I am because I didn't finish one project for my Facebook group or you know, for my, you know, 1 year anniversary. I didn't finish it. And so I have to really mentally tell myself, it's okay. You've been super busy. There have been a lot of stuff that is going on in my life right now that I don't have any control over, but it's taking a lot of time and it's taking a lot of energy, and I just can't do it. So I think if you stress out over that, then diamond painting loses its stress relieving properties, because that's what it's supposed to do. Diamond painting helps relieve stress and anxiety, and you're supposed to have fun. So do what makes you happy. And yeah, that's where I'm at. So I know I've been talking 53 minutes. This is way too long. I really went like way. So there's a lot of questions that I haven't gotten to, and I may have to do another one of these videos. But we got started and we had fun, and like I said, all of this stuff is kind of my opinions on stuff. Oh, one more thing. A squirrel thought. You knew you had to have a squirrel thought. Somebody asked what I do with my drills. These are primarily budget-friendly drills in this little, hang on, let me back out. It's just I think it's from the dollar store. There we go. It's just from the dollar store, and I keep it. My premium drills I do store in a 240 count ArtDot suitcase, the zipper part. That's what I do. All right, so now I guess I can let you guys go. But I got part of a little corner here done, mostly all blue, not a lot of fun, or not a lot of color. I need to get up into the red. But take care. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I didn't get too deep into, I know I blabbed a lot about the budget-friendly things and the non-licensed art and all that kind of stuff, but no one really talks about it because it is such a hot topic that has a lot of emotion, and I just wanted to share that. So anyway, remember, you're perfect exactly as you are. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing, and do one thing today that your future self is going to thank you for. And if you've been with me to the end, man, props, thumbs up for listening to this whole almost hour video. Go on over to my Facebook group, Diamonds by Teeda, and join the July Radiant Red. It's going to be a lot of fun in there. I'll get this posted as well so you can see it. So take care. Have a great day or evening, whatever time zone you happen to be in. Please give this a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And I will talk to you on the next one. Okay? Bye-bye.